Oh man, I love Sega Centro commercials. Like, why weren't those here in America? Those are great commercials. Anyway, Saturn Bomberman. You guys are probably wondering what the significance of looking at this is, considering that, well, it's Bomberman. There isn't a whole lot to this series when you get down to it. Apart from maybe Tetris, this is one of the most consistent franchises ever. Basically, how it works is you're in a maze and you gotta blow away barriers and other enemies with bombs. It's very simple, very easy to pick up, but you know, it's fun to play. And you know what? The Saturn version, it's pretty damn good. The graphics are, of course, really good. The music is great. And it's pretty well polished, too. This is a great version of Bomberman. One of the better ones, I would say. And the only issue it has is that, again, it doesn't really innovate with the series, and that is a little disappointing, especially considering that over on the N64, Bomberman was actually getting some 3D adventures and was actually doing pretty well with that, too. So, based on all that, you guys might be wondering why I'm taking the time to look at Saturn Bomberman if it is, at the end of the day, just another Bomberman game. Well, there is one reason and one reason only. So, one of the best parts of a Bomberman game for me is, of course, the multiplayer. So, like, for whatever reason, it's just a lot of fun to play this game with friends and try to outsmart your buddies as you lay bombs and try to trap them in a corner. Now, the Sega Saturn, it only had 2 controller ports, so you could probably only do a 2-player game, right? Well, there is a multi-tap, so you could do a 4-player game, right? Yes, but you can take it a step further. What, a 6-player game? An 8-player game? You can do a 10-player Bomberman game in Saturn Bomberman. That is absolutely insane. Like, I think Uncle Derek put it best, which is how I learned about this game. It's weird, ambitious, and unnecessary. But it is just so cool. Like, I really wish I could have gotten a 10-player game going for playing all the games for this stream, because it would have just been so fun to give it a try. They even had multi-taps, so you can more easily do this. So, yeah, that alone makes Saturn Bomberman worth checking out. So, like, if you're into weird multiplayer things that people did back in the day, this is definitely something that's worth checking out, and it also helps that the game it's connected to is also really good. And of course, Bomberman would continue on well past the Sega Saturn. Games in this series still come out today, some better than others, but I would still say for the most part, they do a good job with this. But anyway, that's going to do it for Saturn Bomberman, guys. Join me tomorrow as we take a look at the next game on our list.